Sure, my name's Ala Lapushik and I'm the owner of OTB. So I've been here from the beginning.
And I'm so sad.
We're gonna be on 9 years now. It is an off-track betting thing. This space used to be an OTB at some point in its history. And we had another bar on Havemeyer called Post Office, which was named after a Charles Bukowski novel. So we kind of liked that sort of degenerate gambling sort of feel. So we decided, since the history was already here, to keep it, to name it OTB. I mean, we have like the horse inlays on the floor, and the lights above the bar is supposed to represent the different like betting booths that you could go to. One of our neighbors who lived on Havemeyer, his brother used to go to the OTB, and he dropped off a bunch of like knickknacks he found from his brothers, like his OTB like membership card and little OTB sewing needle kits that his brother had from the original location, which was pretty cool. I feel like here it hasn't changed so much. There's definitely more people just out on the street. When we first opened after 8 p.m., there was no foot traffic. So now there's just, people know they can come to this side of Williamsburg versus congregating on the north side and have bars and restaurants that they can go to. When Babies opened, that was a big shift also, because they booked really great shows and they would have huge crowds, and all of a sudden on a Tuesday randomly we'd be busy because, I don't know, Macaulay Culkin's pizza band was playing or whatever it was. Yeah, well, I think anyone who actually does this has to really enjoy some element of hospitality. As much as you get frustrated and you want to bitch and complain, you do this because you like the act. So when people come in and they have a really good time and they like the place, it's very rewarding and makes you want to keep doing it. We're really lucky. We have amazing regulars who, I mean, if it weren't for a lot of our regulars, we wouldn't have made it through this past year. So we're super, super lucky that way. I bartend a lot. It's a different relationship than you have with, you know, your friends or like someone you randomly meet. Something about the like 3 feet of bar, it's a certain connection, and I like that. Yeah. I have a really close friend who, he was one of the first customers here, and then he used to go to post office all the time, and he moved away and just had to come back for work over Christmas, and like we spend Christmas together and stuff, and that's a great friend that I have because he sat across the bar and drank whiskey for 12 years or so. And a lot of our best bartenders and our best employees have been regulars who wanted to work here, which is nice because then it's like they know the place and they want it to do well. So it's been almost exactly a year since the COVID shutdowns, and it's been very difficult and very interesting, and I'm really proud of our team here that we got through it, and we're basically open the entire time, and we're able to pivot and adjust and do the things we had to do to stay in business. Building the outdoor situation, I mean, initially just figuring out how, because we didn't do to-go or anything like that before, we're just a straight up bar, restaurant. So we had to set up the platforms and develop the systems that we needed to do, and we had a great staff who was able to come back and work through it and constantly like, okay, well, the new rules are this week, so we are going to change everything we did last week to figure it out, and you know, being able to change quickly has been key, and it's been exhausting, like mentally exhausting, constantly trying to figure out like, okay, how do we do this now? But we got through it.
see. I'm Chef Sammy Glynn, and I designed the menu here, and I helped Alla with the concept, and me and her basically run the place day to day. So I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna be an owner of a restaurant, unless you're wealthy and it's a passion project, it's pretty important to be there every day and be a part of it, because otherwise I just don't think it's gonna be, unless you're really good at it, you know, like I don't think it's gonna be what you intend it to be. But I do the cooking right now. I do the cooking, the dishes, the garbage, the sweeping, the mopping. But it was actually kind of exciting this weekend. It started to get busier, and or last weekend when I was out of town, it started to get busier, and they did it by themselves again. But then this weekend we were like, yeah, maybe we'll bring back somebody that we used to have working in the kitchen, and I actually interviewed a dishwasher, and it felt like a little bit of a return to normalcy, and cooking was a little bit fun again, because when you're cooking and you're cooking all these dishes, and you realize after I finish cooking I've got to do all the dishes. It's not exactly what you signed up for in the beginning, you know. But this week, getting some staff back and asking the new dishwasher, like, what kind of music do you listen to? Like, I'm like, oh, all right, let's put that. Hey Alexa, play some of that. That was kind of fun, and coming out and looking and seeing people back in the bar was actually really nice. You know, like sometimes when the place is packed, you don't want to see all these people in here, but it was, everybody was spaced out well, but having a good time, and it seemed like for the first time this weekend that we were getting things back on track. One of my buddies, Charlie, who I actually went to kindergarten with here in New York City, did the build out of the back bar and the bar, and he helped us with the whole build out pretty much. I think the tables and everything. And then the photos are all my dad's photos. He was a photojournalist, and we were lucky enough to just get them printed at a good price and put them up. Yeah, he was with Magnum Photos. This one over here is two nuns at MoMA. It's called Black on Black, but it's actually a color photo. You can see her hand right there. I think that one was in the 70s, but most of these are 1959. This is Elizabeth Taylor on the set of Suddenly Last Summer. And then Alla really was into the nun pictures, so she picked this one. The car company was just running an ad campaign, and I thought this photo would be perfect for them to use. But, we like Alla liked the nuns, and I thought it was a good idea. It's kind of like, we got a bar that's open till 4 in the morning, and we got 2 photos of nuns in here. And it's called OTB. This is Sammy Davis Jr. in New York in 1959, running across the street doing his thing. My dad stayed with, he followed Sammy around for 2 weeks. You know, there's another one of Sammy in like a window in black and white. Like, I think he's got his head in his hands. That's like a more famous image, but this is one of my favorite ones. And then this photo was at our old bar, Post Office. We only had one of my dad's photos at Post Office, but people loved the stripper on the pool table. So we brought it over here and put it, ironically, they put the pool table here, and the guys who put the pool table in had said it looked like the same brand. So we said, perfect placement on the pool table. Yeah, so we picked this one out of I think it's the Rothschilds, right? Yeah, the Rothschild family. I just think the look on this kid's face is terrific. It says it all. But yeah, no, that's the vibe we're going for. And ironically, every time there's a horse race on TV, like the Derby or Triple Crown or something like that, we get the place packed with people in stupid hats, and then the cable goes out right when the race starts. Like, so that's one of our favorite things to do, is pack the place out for the Derby. That's one of the moments I'm very happy to be in the kitchen and not in the front of the house.
So what's next?
keep going, I guess. How's it going? You look nice.
Do I? Thank
Yeah.
you. I put on real pants for this.
You put on pants? Ah.